Hey, this is TJ with Solutions by TJ again, and thank you for coming. Listen, you know I'm giving all the juice, all the goods, because I want you to know how to not only start this business, whatever business you have, but specifically talking to the notaries that are in the room, but this goes for every single business, regardless of the side hustle. And if you're like me, you got a lot going on with a bunch of brilliant ideas and different businesses. So today I'm going to be telling you about the 7 new rules of money that only the rich know about. So stay tuned, like this video, and be sure to subscribe to this channel. And oh, you gotta stay till the end too, because that last one is always a banger. Don't miss a beat. All right, here we go. So the very first trick that I'm going to talk to you about today, we've talked in a video with Mr. Robert Webster. And if you have not looked at that video, guess what? It's on your screen, right? I'm going to put it in one of the cards. It's at the top of your screen somewhere. So after you go through this video, look at that video, because what I'm going to tell you about is that W-4 trick that Robert talked about. Now, as a business owner, you qualify for so many deductions that you have never been able to qualify for just as a person who works for corporate America. Now that you have your own business, you can get all of the money that you make at corporate America and be able to write anything off so that you don't have to pay a large sum in taxes at the end of the year. So Robert talks about this W-4 trick where he walks you through detail by detail on the actual IRS's website to show you how you can play with their estimator and configure the deductions that you'll take in a year, and then go to the W-4 that your employer gives you. You can contact your employer to figure out, how do I access this W-4 and how do I change the information? In that estimator on the IRS's website, you enter in your annual deductions. Long story short, it's going to give you a number. And you enter that number onto your W-4, and then your take-home pay is going to increase. My take-home pay increased by $200 or something a pay period. So guess what? I'm bringing all of that money home. But have no fear, because now that you're a business owner, you can write that off. And if you want to get an idea of of what deductions you'll be able to take off. So say, for instance, our expenses. We all know that ink costs more than a printer when it all comes down to it. You can write that off. No worries. You can also write off another expense, paper. Don't forget your mileage, because that one is a doozy, and that's probably one of the largest ones that we have, because we're riding all over town, right? So we have ink, paper, mileage. If you travel, if you eat, basically everything you do, my friend. Since you have a business, you can write a lot of stuff off. Now remember, check with your attorney as well as your CPA to make sure and see all of the things that you write off. But let me give you another quick tip, honey. All CPAs and tax people are not created equal. If you're going to one of these franchises, they don't specialize in business taxes. So get you somebody that specializes in business taxes. All right, now let's go on to the second one, which is a stable income. This is also important too. A stable source of income is super duper important as a business owner. And I'm not talking about a stable income from your job. I'm talking about short-term rentals. You want to be able to know that you get into something and you will make a return. You will constantly roll that cash flow over month after month after month. So that's sort of a stable income. Now, mind you, with short-term rentals, there is some research that you have to do. But even if it's not a short-term rental property and real estate, period. Something where you have cash flowing that you can expect every month. And then now, number 3, let's talk about insurance and infinite banking. I don't know if you've heard about this, but check out this whole life insurance. With whole life insurance, there's actually cash that pays you when you put into these insurance policies. You'll have a cash value. You can lend money to yourself based on the cash value of that policy. That is what? Your money stays in there, continues to compound, so it is an excellent way they got to tell you about it. If you want to know more about this infinite banking thing, put a comment in the comments and let me know, because this is one of the ways that I'm using to get rich. Because listen, after 11 years, now 11 years might sound like a long time to you, but you'll be alive in 11 years more than likely. It starts to double. Then after a while longer, it starts to triple. So just imagine if you have $100,000 in there, next year you have $200,000. That $200,000 does what? Doubles. Hello? That $200,000 now becomes $400,000. Keeps on doubling. You get where I'm coming from. Okay, so how to leverage your credit is number 4. You have to be able to leverage not only your personal credit, but especially your business credit. Because as a business owner, you know, I was talking to Andy. If you haven't watched that video, it's on one of these cards up here. Check it out because it's awesome. Andy talks about leveraging, not paying for a car, right? Whatever car you have, you should be leasing it back to your business as a business expense, even if you bought it on your personal behalf, right? We are going to talk to Andy and she is going to break that down even more for us. But hey, listen, talk to people on how you personally can leverage credit in your business, because it's a phenomenal thing. You can rent your printer. Hello, you can rent a printer. Now, remember TJ gave you that game. You, my friend, do not have to buy a printer outright. You can rent a printer. Start today. Contact a printer company and see how much it is to rent a printer. So many people are saying, I don't have the money to buy a printer. Rent one and get started now, because that's a write-off every time you pay for it. Now, when you buy that printer one time, you write it off one time. But if you're paying for it month after month, it's a month-to-month write-off. All right. Y'all got that? I sure hope you got that one, because that one was a banger. Now, recurring income sources. One of the things that is important to me, man, is I don't just have, you know, one thing that brings in recurring income. And by recurring income, I mean income that comes in month after month. We talked about the rental property. We talked about the short-term rentals. What else in your life can bring you recurring income? I'm a member of Legal Shield because I need a lawyer that's on call when I need a lawyer that's on call, right? I have other attorneys who deal with the big stuff. But for notaries, we need to be in touch with an attorney. But guess what? That Legal Shield, you can bring other people in just by introducing them to Legal Shield, and that is an additional source of income for you, just like it's an additional income source for me. If you are interested in Legal Shield, that link is at the bottom. Get in touch with Phil, sign up with him, because you'll come under me and we'll all make money, okay? And it's not just, it's an awesome product. Like I said, I use it too, so check it out. Now, number 6 is multiple streams of income. Let's get into this. You do the notary signing agent opportunity. That's cool. You need an additional stream of income. So what I recommend is that, number 1, Legal Shield is great. Number 2, Robert Webster, contact him. He also talked about setting up your business with the business expenses, the W-4. Schedule an appointment with Mr. Webster. That stuff is very important, and join that opportunity, because every business owner needs this. You're not trying to give people stuff that they don't need, just like I'm not trying to sell you on anything, let alone something that you don't need. But both of these people that I brought to you are showing you exactly what you need in order to grow your business, and you can use those as a multiple source of income. So check them out, man. Call these people and make appointments. I ain't giving you the game for nothing. I need for you to follow up. And last but not least, I told you this number 7 is a goddamn banger, okay? Opportunities. Don't be scared to look at other opportunities, y'all. That fear can hold you back. If you want to understand something that rich people know that poor people don't, is looking at opportunities and figuring out how you can make that opportunity work for you. Now, you might not be able to make it work through this company, but if it's a good idea, look at this company, and this company. Does that make sense? It's awesome. It is an awesome deal, and you have to stay open to opportunities, because there's an opportunity for you to turn what you know, regardless of what it is, into knowledge that other people want, just by jumping on YouTube. You ain't got to talk about notary. You have skills at your job that you can talk about that people don't understand. If you know how to fix cars, cook, bake, make Mexican food, make Italian food, Jamaican food, any skill, you can make money on YouTube. All right, friend, I'm going to see you in the next video. Check out those doggone videos that I had up top, though, because that's important. Look at it and look at it again. God bless you. This is TJ, and I love you to life. All right. Bye.